So let's talk about learning, because how we learn is on the verge of a massive shift. I mean, forget the old school model of just passively absorbing information. The new generation of AI tools is here, and they're acting like a personal tutor that's available for you 24/7. I mean, we've all been there, right? You're sitting in a lecture or maybe watching an online course and it's designed for everyone. But what that really means is it's perfectly tailored for, well, pretty much no one. Some of us get bored, others get totally left behind. So you have to ask, how effective is that? Really? Look at this number. 50%. This really shows you the scale of the change we're talking about. Research is showing that AI-powered learning can cut study time. Get this, by up to half. And at the same time, it improves your performance. That is not a small tweak. That's a complete game changer. And this really lays it out, doesn't it? So it's like two different worlds. Over here, you have traditional learning. It's passive, it's generic. The pace is set for all, but then you look at the other side. With AI, learning becomes active. It's deeply personalized to what you already know and what you need help with. And because of that, the whole process just gets dramatically accelerated. Alright, so let's dive into the first big one, the personal AI tutor. Just imagine having a one-on-one guide who knows exactly where you're struggling, who never gets tired, and is always ready to help you figure things out. I mean, that sounds like science fiction, right? Well, it's not. It's here, right now. So what's the secret sauce behind this new kind of tutoring? It's actually a really old idea, the Socratic method. The whole point is, instead of just spitting out the answer, the AI acts more like a guide. It asks you questions to get you to think critically, to lead you to the answer yourself. And that's how you really, truly learn a concept, not just, memorize it for a test. And probably the best example of this in action right now is ChatGPT's study mode. It's designed specifically to not be a simple answer machine. Instead, it gets into this back and forth dialogue with you to build your understanding from the ground up. Let me show you what I mean. Take this example. Okay, so a user starts with a pretty straightforward request. Now, normally you just get a wall of text back, right? But in study mode, something very different happens. Just look at this response. The AI doesn't give an answer at all. Its very first move is to ask a question back at you. It's trying to figure out, okay, where's this person starting from, so it can tailor the whole explanation. Are you a total beginner, or do you just have one specific gap in your knowledge? So the user gives their baseline. Hey, I know it's connected to earthquakes, but I have this specific point of confusion. And this is exactly what a great human tutor would do. They'd look for that starting point. It's the absolute key to making the lesson relevant and super efficient. And here we go. This is perfect. The AI validates what the user knows. It literally says, great start, and then it guides them to the next logical step with a really targeted question. See, it's an active dialogue. The user isn't just passively reading, they're actively thinking, they're choosing, and they are participating in their own learning. Okay, so that's the personal tutor. Pretty amazing, right? But what about all the stuff you already have? Your class notes, all those research articles, the textbook PDFs sitting on your hard drive. Well, the next tool we're going to talk about transforms all of that into your own personal interactive expert. This is Google's Notebook LM, and its core superpower is that it works exclusively with the sources that you give it. You upload your materials, and it becomes an expert on that specific content. And that's huge, because it ensures its answers are always grounded in your information, and the variety of sources it can handle is just incredible. We're talking PDFs from your professor. Yeah, Google Docs with your own notes. Yep, links to websites, transcripts from YouTube videos. It can even take audio files from your recorded lectures. You can essentially feed it your entire syllabus and all the materials that go with it. But the real magic is what happens after it takes in all your materials. It can instantly generate summaries, FAQs, full-blown study guides. It can create a timeline from a history text. Or, and this is just wild to me, it can turn your lecture notes into a conversational podcast for you to listen to. How cool is that? But listen, this right here might be its most important feature. Because it's only using your documents, it completely avoids those hallucinations. You know, the made-up facts that some other AIs can spit out. Every single answer comes with citations. These little numbers you can click to see the exact sentence in your source material that it's referencing. This means you can actually trust it. That's a huge deal. Okay, so we've talked about these two big platforms, but beyond them, there's this whole ecosystem of specialized AI learning tools popping up, and each one is designed to tackle a really specific subject with incredible precision. Let's just run through a few real quick. You're a STEM student. Check out Symbolab. It doesn't just give you the answer to a math problem, it shows you every single step to get there. You're a researcher. Scholar AI can search through millions of academic papers and analyze them for you. And for, well, literally every student, there's Otter.ai. It can transcribe a lecture in real time and then pull out the key summaries. Each of these tools is built to solve a very specific learning challenge. Alright, so let's zoom back out for a second. What does all this actually mean for you, for me, for all of us? This isn't some far-off futuristic concept. These tools are available right now, and they represent a fundamental change in how we relate to information. And the impact, it's something you can actually measure. When you switch from that old passive way of studying to this active AI-guided approach, studies are suggesting you could see a performance boost of up to 40%. I mean, think about that. That's the difference between just scraping by in a class and truly mastering the material. So the big takeaway here is this. We're moving out of an era where learning was something that was just done to you. Now it's something you do for yourself. You have these powerful, personalized tools that put you in the driver's seat. Learning is becoming way more active, way more tailored, and just dramatically more effective than it has ever been. And that leaves us with one final thought. For the very first time in history, basically everyone has access to a dedicated personal tutor that can help them learn, well, literally anything. So the only question left to ask is, what will you learn first?